Yeah.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy back with another reaction video, and I will be reacting to Cobra Kai Season 2, Episode 7. It's been, I don't know, a day or two since I watched this, and right now I can't remember what happened last time off the top of my head. So, you should go back and watch my reaction to Episode 6 of Season 2. So, just so that way you can be all caught up. I'm sure I'll remember everything once I start watching this. Oh yeah, this happened, this person got their ass kicked, and this person fell in love with this person, and everything will be copacetic. So, plus I don't want to spend a whole lot of time talking because I kind of want to get through Season 2 so I can start reacting to Season 3, because Season 3 just recently came out. Like, what's today? I don't know. I haven't been feeling well today, so the day kind of just went by. You know, wait, I didn't even look at the day. I just looked at the time. Oh, it was the 4th. Okay. Anyway, let's just get into this. All right, here we go.
Good morning, baby.
He's out training. I wonder when they're gonna really show this affecting his marriage.
That's today?
Yeah. Look, Daniel, he isn't happy. He's been doing a lot for us. Not to mention getting punched in the stomach.
No problem. It's gonna be a light day. I'll be there. Don't worry.
He will not be there.
I guess the early bird catches the worm.
Like, oh shit. I love that music. Doom. What is with you and these cigars?
I'm just here to say thank you.
Thank me for what?
Well, taking our weakest soldiers from our ranks at Johnny Lawrence. But I promise you, this time I won't let him lose.
Lose what? This isn't war.
Like, oh, it's not?
Friends, peace is just the lull between battles.
You sound like a fucking lunatic.
And there wouldn't be any consequences.
You attacked him.
You better hope that your students are ready. Because I promise you, ours will be.
Threatening people? I mean, that's not surprising, but
To Mr. Miyagi.
I'd have been like, boy, you almost got your ass kicked right there.
Wait. Do you have a crush? I don't have a crush. Is it Robbie? We almost. Does Miguel know? There's nothing to know.
Well, she's not with him. So, I mean, he shouldn't owe him an explanation.
It always says that you can't hide from your heart.
I feel like she's kind of destined in the show, so to speak, to be with Miguel and not the other guy. I just completely forgot what his name was that fast, and she just said it.
My stuff. What the hell happened here?
Oh, he's moved his stuff.
Spent some time organizing the place. Bills were unpaid and invoices were backed up. The military man in me couldn't resist.
He put his picture.
Yeah, what's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. I just thought we were going to the woods for a special training today.
What's happening in the woods?
Nothing good.
Ready for that?
There's only one way to find out.
I mean, you put them in a cement mixer with cement inside.
It's up to Sensei Lawrence. If he says it's okay, then and only then is it okay.
All right, well, what are you waiting for? Let's go.
I would not like to. I'm like, can we not, make decisions like this without, consulting me?
Oh, God. It's so hot out. I'm sweating in places I didn't even know I had pores.
Ugh, nasty motherfucker.
All right, guys, get out from under that tree. It's time to get to work.
Hey, Mr. LaRusso, it's like 100 degrees out. Can't we take it easy today?
Are you kidding?
Wait a minute, y'all haven't even started yet?
Shochu Geiko is a Japanese exercise where you train during the hottest days of the year. It's about pushing yourself to your limit.
Aren't we supposed to avoid fighting?
Sometimes you can't.
He's like, yeah, I haven't told you that old friend of mine came by today and threatened us. Particularly me.
Gentlemen?
It don't look that hot where they're at. Jackets on and stuff.
Traffic on the 118 was a real bitch. Put Coyote Creek into the nav. Nothing came up.
What is that on his face?
Just decided to flip the script. Hawk style. Respect. Heretofore, you can refer to me as Stingray.
Oh my.
Alright, Chubbs.
Alright, Chubbs. That was short lived.
2.
Got you.
Dimitri, get in there. Set.
Dimitri needs to stay in there. He need all the help he can get.
Sorry, meat.
6.
Keep going. No, he gotta learn.
What happens at the end of this if it's just you and me?
Then I guess I'll have to rip that pretty little headband off your head.
Aren't y'all on the same team? This seemed like it was the black versus red. Don't let them surround you.
Ladies first.
Thanks.
Damn. How are any of these people friends? Yeah, Danny, you fucking up. Fucking up. Okay. They seem to be turning into like... This was turning into Naruto?
Guess I earned my Medal of Honor.
He heard that, you piece of shit. She's one with the speed force now. What's up with them big whining shots? These big, I mean, I know they're doing it for TV. You definitely won't be doing that in actual training, doing a big looping shots. Now you telegraphing the shit out of your attack.
No. You always expect the worst. But you could use that to your advantage. It means you anticipate. Think of it like a spidey sense. Actually, in the comics, they call it spider.
We know.
It isn't about who's fastest and who's strongest. This is about instincts. It's about using what's in here.
Let me guess, he's gonna do it. He's gonna finally have a breakthrough with this fucker. Oh, they got the music. Yeah, he gonna have a breakthrough. Block? Oh, okay.
I did it! 5.
Whoa. Hey, baby, I was just about to say that, baby steps. Boy, you are in trouble. You are in trouble, son. Yeah, he know he done fucked up.
So you're the one that trashed Miyagi-Do.
They're the enemy. I had to put them in their place. What do you care? Just because you still have a thing for Sam doesn't mean I have to go soft.
You committing crimes now. You know, the choreography gets better and better as these episodes go on.
Is that all you got?
Oh, okay. Oh, did he break something? Oh, Well, he mad with him anyway, so he don't care. He ain't even hesitate. He said, finish. Kick this shit up. He just...
You know the thing about stingrays is they lie in wait for the perfect opportunity.
Okay, Rambo. Everybody forgot about him.
Good work, Stingray.
Thank you, Sensei.
Everybody forgot about him. They wrote him off.
I taught you to fight. It's what Sensei Kreese taught us. This isn't a tournament, this is real life.
Is that how you want to live your life?
Real life. You train with these people. You can't be an asshole to them. Johnny is not liking this shit. That old PTSD starting to creep back up.
That wasn't an option.
What about you?
Oh, I guess he finds just like, ah, fuck this.
I like the heat.
I like to hear.
We weren't.
I mean, it is kind of messed up. You stand in this man's house, and then you're like, yeah, I'm gonna make out with his daughter.
You left.
Oh, now you show up?
Summer feeling alone while you're off at karate camp.
I'm sorry, okay? I've just been focused on giving these kids a chance to defend themselves.
Well, sometimes when you focus on one thing, you lose focus of everything else that matters.
That's true. Like, you can't push yourself that far. Like, you can't. You gotta be. You gotta be meticulous in how you do things. You gonna have to. If you at one place, you're gonna have to sacrifice time in another place.
Sam, someone's at the door.
Oh my God! Don't tell me it's Miguel.
Sam.
Oh fuck. Fuck.
What was that?
Oh, he don't.
Nobody had the wrong house.
Oh, he's like, I'm in now. So he's like, he's like, yeah, he not even telling Miguel was there. I don't know what to say, because if I was him, I'd do the same thing, especially if I could tell she liked me. But at the same time, I'm thinking from the Russo standpoint, like, I invited you to stay in my house because your mom's a piece of shit, and you making out with my daughter? I'm about to whoop your ass, boy.
My kid's head since I've been gone.
Just been teaching.
Finally, Johnny. Like, you act all like you all big and bad, but when it come to your teacher, you like a little punk kid.
Cobra Kai needs to change. What you taught didn't work back then, and it doesn't work now.
It sure as shit doesn't work now.
Cobra Kai will always be badass. But there's a difference between no mercy and no honor.
True. True, he speaks the true.
Let me tell you something. When you're in a war,
This is not war. These are kids.
teaching them weakness. Like what you did when you backed down from LaRusso's challenge. Is that what the new Cobra Kai is all about?
Trying to get me riled up is not going to work. I'm responsible for these students.
And I am responsible for you. You are still my...
He's a grown man.
This is my dojo, and I make the rules.
That's true. You just an assistant here.
You forget who started Cobra
I
Kai?
don't give a fuck.
I'm sorry, I thought this could work, but I was wrong. Look, we're done. I don't ever want to see you in this dojo again.
Finally. Get the fuck out. Kick rocks. Skedaddle. Get the fuck out of Dodge. Oh, it's like his eyes kind of like glisten, like he's tearing up a little bit. But he's full of shit. He's trying to take this dojo away from him. I'd be like, take your punk ass picture with you too. It's funny because all his friends were like, wait a minute. You let him back in your dojo? like you do realize like what he did, right? Like you just, hey, I woke on the back. He's changed. Like, no, he hasn't. Like, I know it's me looking in. It's like I'm the fly on the wall, seeing through all his bullshit. But if somebody, especially if I thought somebody tried to kill me, there is no way in hell I would work with them ever again. That relationship is done. It's dead forever. There is no second chances when you do something like that. You try to kill me. Like, whether you say, oh, I wasn't trying to kill you, I'm like, it damn sure felt like it. Like you were trying to kill me. Yeah, I'm like, our relationship is done. Like, hey, I do believe in second chances, but not me personally. When somebody try to kill me, now if somebody else and somebody try to kill and they go to jail for attempted murder or something, they like, hey, everybody needs a second chance, I guess. But if the person they tried to kill, like, hey, not around me, I completely understand. Like, I'm not gonna, he can go do whatever he want somewhere else, but he just not gonna be working with me. That's it. Like, what the fuck? And, like, you could tell. I have a feeling that because I read something about in season 3 they might bring in another dojo. I don't know. Like, it was just a rumor, so I don't know if that actually happened yet. But if they, I don't know if it's was it Cruz or whatever, or what's his name? Crease, not Cruz, Crease. If he starts his own dojo, or I feel like he's gonna probably do, like, he's gonna take Johnny's dojo. Like, he's gonna somehow push him out. I'm like, that's not how this works, because like, his name is on that lease. You can't just push him out of the dojo. Like, now if he started somewhere else, opened up another Cobra Kai, because I'm sure Johnny hasn't copyrighted any of that, so he could theoretically open up another Cobra Kai somewhere else, and then take his students away. This is the real, Cobra Kai. And so we beat the shit out of like, that shit would not fly. I don't know. Like, maybe back in the day before they had like actual like protection during training, but in the 20th and 21st century, there is no way that you can, especially when you're dealing with children, minors. So I'm like 17 down. There is no way you can have these kids fighting with no protection on. There's just no way. And they fought in that tournament with no protection on. They just I remember when I was in Kung Fu and kids would like kind of try to, like, maybe they wouldn't be sparring, but they kind of be messing around. They didn't have any protection on, because they didn't even let them spar, like kids under a certain age. But at least until they got their yellow belt, and then they were okay, you can spar now. But they let the older people, like, I was 14, they let me spar. But heck, I sparred, and I hadn't even joined the school yet during the open house. But I think I was like me and I think 2 other people, only people that were thinking about joining school. Only 2 of us joined, 2 out of 3 joined. But we were the only ones that actually, like, they let spar. Because I don't know if they were, because one guy, I remember, he said he had like a background in, I think he said jiu-jitsu, not Brazilian jiu-jitsu, but like jiu-jitsu. And he said, I want to say he studied like kickboxing or something. The other guy, I can't remember what he said he did. Oh wait, there was a girl too, I remember. Yeah, because every dude was like trying to talk to her. Every dude trying to talk to her. even the dudes that were already in the school, they try to talk to her. But I don't remember what she said. What she said that she was in. She could do kicks, but I mean, I could do kicks pretty well too. So, and hadn't had any formal training, but I can't remember the way I remember the way she was bouncing. She looked like she did taekwondo, but I'm not, because she was like always like on her feet. She was always like bouncing up and down. But I also fought, especially when I was younger. Like I was always on the balls of my feet bouncing around, like because I was also trying to emulate Muhammad Ali. That was kind of the fighting style that I liked. So I was training myself, and my dad taught me how to box. So I liked his fighting style because I liked that I was big, and people automatically assumed I was slow. So I trained like my punching speed and stuff like that. So people assume that I'm slow, and by the time they realize it, that I'm not, that it was too late. I already hit you like 4 or 5 times. You're hit in the face. But I can't remember what she did. But anyway, yeah, you were not allowed to spar without any protection on. I don't care how tough you thought. Like even my karate teacher, like he was a tough guy. You could tell he was like really like he was kind of like more so old school. And you could tell he incorporated that in some of the things that we did. Like, but he remembered that people can't be getting hurt. Like and he can't do anything too dangerous because he'll lose his job because it wasn't like he owned his own dojo. This was going through the college I was going to at the time. But he was, because I'm thinking like, oh, it's something. When I joined it, I was like, oh, I kind of wanted to join like a martial arts school, and I didn't want to pay extra, so I joined that because it was my financial aid will pay for it. And when I did that and I met the guy, I was like, this dude looks fierce. Like I think he was like in his late 40s or maybe his mid 40s then, and I was 19 when I met him, and he was like a big, like I mean he wasn't tall, he looked like he might have been like 5'7", maybe 5'8", but he was a stocky, like you could tell he was muscle bound, and not that he was just stocky, like he was cut too. And I was like, this dude look like he's serious. And then I think I said this before about him, but I think people have either questioned him or he thinks people question him because he was teaching at a college rather than like paying for his own dojo. But he had like VHS tapes of him competing, and I remember saw him fought against Billy Blanks, and he lost, but he only lost by 1 point. And I saw like it was other people fighting because Billy Blanks got kicked in the head, and someone split his head open. I was like, sheesh, because he showed that. It's funny because I'm the only person in the class knew who that was. Well, at first somebody was like, "Is that?" Because I said, "That's Billy Blanks." And then a girl, I remember a girl, the only other white girl in the class, she said, "That's a Taibo guy." But yeah, that guy was serious. Like he was tough. Like I sparred with him before. He was tough because you could tell he sparred with me, another guy who was, I think he was like, he was training outside the school too and something, because you could tell he was kind of arrogant in what he could do. And there was another guy, he was a cool guy. I remember he had like dreadlocks, which is funny because he actually trained in capoeira too. Well, he not officially, he told me he bought videos and was like doing like the different exercises and stuff. Because I remember seeing him doing it before class, and I'd seen those exercises before, like watching capoeira videos that I got. And I was like, you training capoeira? He was like, he just looked on his face. He's like, because he think like people just know what he's doing. He's like, no, not officially. He's like, just stuff I watch. And I was like, okay. And there was another guy, I remember he said he trained at Taekwondo. because he could kick. Like, he could be right up on you. Like, I remember one time we was sparring, and he was literally maybe 2 feet, not even 2 full feet away from me. Because I came in for like a punch, and he stood up, like he stood his leg like straight up, and kicked, like standing that close, man, kicked straight up, and kicked me in my chin. Like, you know, and I saw it coming, but I saw it a little too late. So, but I saw it enough to get somewhat out of the way, and he still caught me, but he didn't catch me flush. And I've seen him kick like that before, but never that close to somebody. And I was like, and he could, because I remember we be in there training, they hitting a punching bag or stuff like people be doing, because he had someone doing a punching bag, swap out, and people be doing sit-ups, swap out, people doing push-ups, people doing jumping jacks, stuff like that, people doing burpees like that. And I saw him like kick he did that thing where, you know, you see in movies where people put their leg, they do a split with their foot like in the air. Like, he did that. He could do that. And I remember he said he trained in like taekwondo and stuff when he was a kid. But because we had one guy that he's a wrestler, and he said he was a wrestler in high school, valedictorian, champ, wherever he was at in St. Louis. He's a champ. And you could tell, like, because he did, like, of course we didn't wrestle, but it was like sometimes we would just be messing around, and he would wrestle. He would immediately go into like I would go into boxing, and he would go into like wrestling, and immediately like take people down because they didn't have any defense against it. You know, they didn't know anything, but know any type of defense against, you know, keep from getting taken down. But yeah, anyway, I got off on something else, and I don't even remember why I started. It was the padding thing. Well, even when I did karate, we would do no contact sparring. So we didn't wear gloves, we didn't wear shin guards or headgear, but we didn't hit each other, you know, and nobody actually ever got hit, as far as I can remember. I don't think anybody actually ever got hit, but that's like the most pretty much intense thing. We like punch towards the face and stuff like that. Plus, I was actually kind of used to that because we used to do that when I was a kid with my cousins and stuff. We always like punch and kick. We wouldn't hit in the face at all, but if you threw a punch, you had to we would try to time it so we get as close as possible. I mean, we made a few mistakes, hit each other in the face, but we didn't want to get anybody a bloody nose or black eye, bust anybody list, because we didn't want anybody's parents asking what happened, you know. So, but we would get, you know, kick each other in the stomach, knee each other in the stomach, elbow each other in the back, like kick each other in the leg, do leg kicks and shit. Like, it was pretty much free game, neck down. And that's when I got like kind of my timing, being able to punch close to the face. We kind of did that when I did kung fu, but nowhere near as much as I did it in karate. But like I said, it was never like that. I know it was a TV show. They kind of, no one gets bruised either. Like, people get punched in the face and no one has any bruises on their face unless it's part of, you know, the story where they get hit. Like, what happened to you? You got like a cut or a black eye or something. But I mean, you see that in everything. You see that in all types of fighting movies where people get full on kicked in the face. I got kicked in the eye once by that same guy I told you that was kind of arrogant. He would wear like his full gi and stuff to class, and I forget what belt he was, but he was one of the higher belts. He wasn't a brown belt or black belt, but he was one of the higher belts in karate, and you could tell he was arrogant. Like, and people he didn't want to fight. Like, he thought he was too good to fight. And one time he kicked the guy full on his stomach and knocked his ass, knocked the wind out of the guy. But anyway, I fought the guy, and I remember he kicked me in my eye, but he basically grazed my eye. and the teacher told us no kicking to the face. You could punch. He's like, he ain't no problem with you punching. And he tried to say they don't punch like straight into people's face, but you know, like hook shots to hit the helmet. And he kicked me like straight. He raised his leg and went straight out with his leg. But the thing is, I somewhat dodged it, but I still got like clipped with his foot, with like like his toe or something. And cause I remember going like this, and his foot was coming out like that, and he like still his toe still clipped. And I thought like, oh, it's just a graze. And my eye, underneath my eye, immediately started swelling. I was like, cause I'm like, oh, it just grazed me. I had a mouse under my eye. It immediately started swelling. I was like, oh. I was like, okay, so you're gonna just kick people in the face, even though they told you not to do it, and I haven't been doing it. I said, okay. And we were, and I was more so in like boxing than like throwing a bunch of kicks. And because I didn't really want to tire myself out like that. And I got in close, plus I like, my hands were much better, his kicks were much better than mine, but my hands were much better than his. And I remember, I threw a fake, and he went up and dodged it, and I came around his hand, because he like brought his hands up, and I came around his hand and caught him in his caught it right in his, and I hit like, because I was aiming for like right here, because I didn't want to punch him directly in the face, guys. I don't want to be the one where he kicked me in my face. But if I punch him directly in his face, then and the teacher be like, I told you not to do that, then it look, you know, and then it fall on me. And even if he did hit me, they'd be like, well, you didn't have to retaliate and stuff like that. So I said, I'm going to aim right here, like right, because, you know, the padding goes like right around your eye. So it doesn't take away your depth perception. And I caught him, I like hit him right here. And you could immediately see like this start like swelling, like right here. And it like it started turning like black. I'm not sure. I don't think he had a black eye, but. And I caught him there, and I was like, yeah. I was like, I said, well, if you want to play that game, I said, we can go. We can go all day. I was like, because I'm following the rules of what the teachers say, and you being an arrogant asshole. Like, because I already didn't like him because I didn't like his attitude. How, like, because I hate when people do that shit and they, like, arrogant, you know, with it. And I remember I met a guy like that when I was doing Kung Fu. He was kind of like kind of arrogant. And I think he had trained in something else. He seemed like, I remember his first day. I can remember his face now. And he seemed like he had trained in something. I don't know what. I don't remember if I even asked him or he's told me, but you could clearly tell. I clearly remember. You could clearly tell like he was doing like something prior. He trained in some type of martial art prior to going to that school. Cause we had other people. I remember one guy. He had like a brown belt in karate, and he joined that school because he had to he almost had to unlearn everything. Cause like in Kung Fu, they do like deflections a lot and like knock your opponent like off balance, and like it was more like a lot of deflections and side steps. And every time, like we would do, it was like a downward deflection. So we would like do like that and like sidestep and then come to the side and like kick in the leg and then kick you in the midsection. And instead of him doing this, like he immediately was like, and did like a hard like block. Like that. And he would do things like we would do like deflect. We have because we do like open palm, more like deflections. And even there, like we would do like that, and it'd always be like a side step usually with it. And so the first we learned the deflections, and then we did the deflections with the side steps. And then he would, well, this is a completely different guy. That's not the guy I'm talking about. But he would do like hard, like blocks. And the teacher always had to like stop and be like, no, you doing. He said you got to get that karate block and stuff kind of out of you because he had been doing that. So he's like, because I think he said he had been training that for 5 years. He might have had a black belt. maybe I got that wrong. Maybe he did have a black belt. I don't know, but I know he said he been training for 5 years, and he had to keep telling. Because I remember I showed him the first form to go from white belt to yellow belt. So remember, me and him was doing, like, I was training him like the first part of the form, because they would teach it like in sections, because that would help you absorb it better than just, all right, here's the whole thing and go through the whole thing. Like, they would say, okay, do this part first and train to do that part. I think it was broken up like in 4 parts, I remember. And like, do this part. Okay, now you got that part done. Now go to the second part, and then now the third part, and then 4th part, and then okay, now go through the whole thing. You know. And then in the school they would give you that the paper, like, with the forms on. Okay, well, now after like the first week or something like that, then they would they want you to go through that first part. At the first week after they give it to you, they want you to go through that first part to see if you've been practicing at home. And I remember I was so eager. I was already on the 3rd part, I think, after the first week, because I had gotten the first part, and I made sure like I trained in it at least a couple hours a day doing it. But yeah, I'm talking way too fucking much, alright, because I want to try to finish season 2. So hope you enjoyed my reaction one. If you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up button down below. Make sure to subscribe when you're here. Hit that bell, you want to be notified when I upload new videos. Comment down below, share this video, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.